Hey, it's Greg Milby, Kentucky's Heartland at kentuckysheartland.com, sharing the stories, people, and events powering the Heartland. And today we're hitting the Heartland. We're out at the beautiful Elizabethtown Nature Park, and we are here to talk with Damon Barnes, president of Greenspace, because Greenspace has been waiting a while to get a special notification, and you guys got that notification this week. Tell everybody what we are getting.
So, several years ago, we started the process and spearheaded the process with many groups, E-Town City, Central Kentucky Wilman, many local businesses, Hardin County government, to get E-Town part of Kentucky's Trailtown program. And Kentucky's Trailtown program was started as a means to bring tourism dollars to areas that had lots of trails, and frankly, the ones that were first there were areas that kind of needed that boost of money. A lot of the western side of the state where the coal fields have left. And so it was just started as that, and it's towns that have trails that go right around the town or right through the town, or in our case, both. So we started the application last year and finished it up earlier this year, and we've been waiting, and we got it, and we are Kentucky's first urban trail town, actually. So we're part of the program, but we're also the first urban one, and we're the largest trail town.
So that's interesting that Elizabethtown, Hardin County, is the largest trail town and an urban trail town. That seems kind of weird to say that. So why was it such a challenge, because of the size that we have, for us to become a trail town?
I think it was just more just getting the organization, not an organization, but the organization in place for the application. The application's big, and it's very thorough. So our special events coordinator, Matt Deneen, was the one who formed the committee to submit the application, and he was the chair of that committee. That committee is outside of Greenspace, and Greenspace is a big part of that. But it was just getting all that together. I mean, it's a binder, yay big, full of information about the trails, about how our trails impact tourism, about how our trails impact businesses, the connectivity of our trails to other trail systems, and then, the plans going forward, because they don't want these trail towns to become a trail town and stop right there. They need to continue going. But as we said, with Greenspace, the type of organization in place that they needed, we've actually had since the 70s. So, E-Town was far above where a lot of these places were when they started. So it was just more getting it all together and submitting the application. Now, we're a little unique because most of these places are a lot smaller towns. For instance, I think the closest one to us is Munfordville. If you've been to Munfordville, it's a delightful place, but it's not very big. And we're much larger than Munfordville, and we are in what's considered kind of an urban environment. So it was a different type of town that was being designated.
And we've got for those folks that don't know, we have over 25 miles of trail that kind of encompasses Elizabethtown here. So why is it so important for us to be a trail town? What benefits do we get as a community being designated as a trail town?
So the first and the major benefit is tourism. The Kentucky state government has a site, and it's for all the Kentucky trail towns. They help with promoting the town, and it's just kind of a connectivity throughout the state between all these various places that people who want to go and hike and bike, fish, they want to go bird watch, just whatever activity they want to do on trails, they can kind of use this as a template of places they can visit. And then, as a trail town, you're also saying there's things to do afterwards. So it's not just come to town and bike, come to town and hike. It's come to town and do one of those activities, then go to one of our local businesses and, have a beer afterwards, have a glass of wine, have a meal, even stay the night. 25 is a lot to get in a day. So some people might stay a couple days and work their way around the system. And it also kind of puts us out there as people were coming down and up I-65. A lot of the major hiking and mountain biking destinations are either in Tennessee or up in Brown County, Indiana. So, for a lot of people, we're a really nice stopover spot. So people can stop in, they can stay the night, but they don't just stay the night, they can also use the trails. So it's a lot of it's just tourism, and part of it's just the designation, the recognition of the work that has been put in mainly by Greenspace with help of, tons of partners, and just kind of a acknowledgement of all that work since, like I said, since the 70s.
We've got a lot of beautiful trails around this area here, and it's great that we'll be able to highlight that to people, and being able to market it to people that when they come in here, they're going to share that to somebody else, and hopefully will come down and take part in it, because there is a lot of work that is continuing with the trails too. And I guess October the 1st, we're going to have a celebration and going to have the official, I guess, designation as being the urban trail town. What can you tell us about that event?
So it's October 1st, and Greg will flash up the time because it's escaping me right now. Yeah. But it's at Tourism.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it's at Tourism, October 1st. We'll have some cake, and some people from the state are coming down. A lot of the people that were involved, some of the businesses such as like State Farm and Jim Beam that have helped out with various fundraisers, they'll be there. And just a celebration of the designation that we received, because, when I say we, I do mean E-Town and Hardin County as a whole, because a lot of effort goes into some of the initiatives. For instance, when we did the bridge fundraising and everyone was voting, it's a community system, and so anyone in the community should come out if they'd like to.
All right, and it is, as he mentioned, a community system, and so we have an opportunity to be a part of this if you want, not only with work, if you want to do some volunteer time, or if you want to work, want to throw some dollars this way too. So Greenspace, if somebody wants to make a donation to help improve a trail, to help improve a bridge, or help develop another trail, how does somebody go about doing that?
So you can donate on our webpage, greenspaceky.com. If you're interested in volunteering, the best place to find us is Facebook. We're on Facebook, Greenspace. If you have trouble finding it, I'm Damon Barnes. Page is open. Reach out to me, and I'll hit you up. But yeah, we're doing volunteer work now. We're to the point where we have several projects going on in one weekend. Like, for instance, we have 2 projects going on this weekend. One is the Eagle Scout project, finishing up the trail at Cardinal Creek. We're working on the Buffalo Lake Trail system. We have a race October 5th at Buffalo Lake, and it's going to get some people from out of the area, so we're wanting to do some fine-tuning to the course to get that ready. And then right after that, we're working on the Switchback Trail out at Freeman Lake, revitalizing the Emerald Cathedral there. So it's constant, and there are no paid employees with Greenspace, so it's just a volunteer board, volunteers, and everything is volunteers. So we always are looking for people that can come out and help in that fashion. So like I said, greenspaceky.com to make a donation. Find us on Facebook at Greenspace.
All right, they're doing great things. It continues to grow, and we look forward to seeing what's going to happen in the future here. Now, as an urban trail town, congratulations to Greenspace, and more importantly, congratulations to this community. He's president of Greenspace, Damon Barnes. I'm community storyteller Greg Milby, and this is Kentucky's Heartland.